Hello, everybody, and welcome to Client Support. We are so excited you are joining us. We are coming into the room and letting people in. I think they're just coming in. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but I think we're ready to roll now. Um, while we're waiting a little bit, why don't you put in the chat what your favorite fueling is? What's your favorite fueling? Mine is anything chocolate. So to me, Optavia does chocolate very, very well. So I would have to fight over chocolate fudge bar, the brownie, or the pudding. I'm not sure in which order. I guess it depends on the day, but I like to mix it up. All right. Michelle likes to do half chocolate, half. Randy's like me, pudding. Do you put whipped topping on it? I put whipped topping on it, just a little, because I'm a princess and I deserve to eat that. Okay, so we'll keep going. Today is topic number 17. We're going to talk about movement. So today's topic and next week's topic are the same. We're going to talk about movement. We're going to talk about NEAT today, and we're going to talk about EAT next week. So what it comes down to is NEAT versus EAT, and where are you in the program, and what should you be doing for movement? So, before we get started, does anybody have any wins they want to share? Any wins? We always like to do those. Anybody have anything they want to share? What did you do last week that got you closer to your why? What did you do? Did you buy better food at the grocery store? Did you order better at a restaurant? Did you stay on plan and drink your water and eat all your food? Those are all wins because every day is a day.
Yep,
Oh,
that's what happened with me for sure. I jumped back on plan trying to get all the snacking done after the 4th of July. Here it is the end of the month, and we were still buying like some watermelon and things like that. So that's gone now.
yeah. Done, 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 done. You had your fun. Get your ass back to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's get going. We'll share the lesson. Um, so today, again, element.
What happened?
All right, so yeah, I'm muting me. Okay. Did you unmute me? Okay. So let's take a minute and evaluate. Okay, everybody put on their thinking hats. What activities of motion are you doing daily? What have you added to your lifestyle to get you moving? Are you going walking? Are you playing with your grandbabies more? Are you getting out of bed? Seriously, are you doing anything? Do you have this new disease called sitting? Because sitting has now become worse for our bodies than smoking. So I looked up some statistics from Mayo Clinic. Extended sitting is, of course, linked to obesity. It's been linked to clusters of conditions that affect our metabolic state, which include blood pressure, high blood sugar, excessive body fat, especially around the waist, and unhealthy cholesterol. So, how many of these do some of you have? High blood pressure, borderline diabetes, bad cholesterol, or that stubborn weight around the belly? What can you do to add movement to your day to stop this? And that's what we're going to talk about. Now, times have evolved. Our days of hunting for food, washing the clothes in the river, or walking everywhere to get somewhere are no longer something we have to do. But our bodies have stayed the same. So our bodies were made to walk everywhere, wash our clothes in the river, hunt for our own food, but we don't have to do that anymore. So the crisis in our world today, where our food is not as whole as it once was, has all the additives, and is now compounded to our unhealthy way of life, has really got us. It's the fact that everything is so automated. There is an app on everything nowadays. You can run your entire world from your phone. There's no longer the need to go to the store to get your groceries, or even get up to change the channel on the TV or lower the heat or air on your furnace, to turn your lights on or off. The list goes on. So the crisis of bad food in our grocery store and automation that we don't have to move to burn any of that bad food is making all of us have issues. And where does all that stuff go? Right to our belly and our organs. So it is now considered that if you are an extreme active person, you commit to 150 minutes a week. That's it. That breaks down to only 2.5 hours a week. Is it really too hard for us to do 20 minutes of activity a day? If we get off our darn phones and stop scrolling, we could just move a little more. I bet we could find 20 minutes. Recent data shares that the average person spends, ready? 4 hours and 37 minutes a day scrolling on their phones. 4 hours and 37 minutes. That was as of spring this year. So that sitting disease, 86% of us sit all day long, or an average of 9.3 hours a day. So if you're sitting 9.3 hours a day and 4.5 of those hours you're scrolling, you can't tell me you can't find 20 minutes. So many of us are just sitting and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I bet we're all guilty. I know I am. Hopefully not that bad, but I am, and I've seen it. And the younger generation is worse than us. So it's time we do something about it. So you'll not be surprised to hear that getting active is an important habit that you need to start developing in your transformation to a healthier you. When you started this program, we asked about your activity level, and we didn't want you to exercise. We didn't want you to get too many steps. We wanted all your food intake to help you get into fat burn. That's true, and that's the way it is. In the beginning, no exercise. We don't want you to do much, okay? Your body has to readjust. But as you go on in the program, we shift our focus into having you get more active, but in small increments so you don't hurt anything because your body's not used to it. And of course, we want you to check with your doctor. So while on program, we encourage the development of the habit of NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's simply movement, adding movement to your daily life. So you'll be creating a habit of dynamic, active living that starts with basic principles of physical activity. This is not weightlifting or aerobics. This is just movement. And your body will want to move now that you have lost weight. All the bloating and the inflammation is gone, and so are all the excuses. So Dr. A says that you have to start with two focuses, only two. The first is stabilizing your weight by increasing energy expenditures, primarily through physical activity. Doesn't that sound like a doctor? So I asked ChatGPT to put that in my language, and it says simply, keep your weight steady by moving your body more. Okay, that makes sense. Number two, in doctor terms, optimize your health through careful paced exercise. Okay, simply, improve your health by doing exercise at a steady and safe pace. Okay, that makes sense too. PAL stands for physical activity level. Okay, and you're going to see PAL throughout your time. Even when you get off plan and you figure out your TEE, we got to look at your PAL, your physical activity level. And there's two types. There's physical activity and exercise. They are not the same. Physical activity is different than exercise. Physical activity is when your body moves. It's done all day long. Exercise is a planned movement, a short time planned and a few times a week. We talk about that next week. So both are important and necessary for your permanent habits of health. In Optavia, they break down eat and neat, and that is what we are talking about in the next few weeks. Eat, exercise, activity, thermogenesis, and neat this week, non-exercise activity, thermogenesis. Again, eat is a planned workout. Neat is what you do daily during your regular day and daily lives, and it's the easiest way to burn calories. Neat is for everyone. It's easy, effective, and you're already doing it. Maybe you are further on your journey and you've already implemented some neat, or maybe you're just starting and don't have any idea what I'm talking about. In either case, we all probably need to do more of it. So we are going to help you become neater. That's a word. Okay, your neat system should add motion to every aspect of your day, but done gradually so that it won't seem like much effort at all. It is making small choices for weight management. Most of you have already lost some weights, so you're ready to start this habit now. You will incorporate these new habits for the remainder of your life, giving you longer life expectancy. The goal in your journey should be by the end of month 2 on plan, you have added neat into your regiment of daily living and be offloading a couple hundred calories every day. By starting to add neat to your daily lifestyle, you are also preparing your body to get ready for eat, exercise. Because some of us have lived a very sedentary lifestyle I know for a long time, and jumping right into exercise can be a disaster. So go slow, but get moving. So let's break down these 3 areas in our lives and what neat activities you could be doing. If you are doing something in our first area of work, I want you to get ready to put a W in the chat. So get ready because you're going to be active, okay? So if you're at work and you do these things, I want you to put a W in the chat. You walk or you bike to work, put a W in the chat. You're parking far away from the entrance to work, put a W in the chat. You're getting up several times an hour during each hour you are sitting. You're using the stairs rather than the escalator or the elevator. You're using the restroom at the other end of the building. You're walking when you're in a phone meeting. You're holding walking meetings. Grab your partner and go for a walk and have the meeting while you're walking. You stand while you're on the phone. Or you're having a tall core when you're standing, sitting, or walking, keeping this straight up and down. Those are things you can do when you're working. Now, if you're doing any other things at working that I didn't mention, please put that in the chat so we can learn from each other. So now let's move to home. And I want you to put an H in the chat if you are already doing any of these at home. Okay? Do you make your bed? Do you manually brush your teeth? Do you use a shaker jar when you're making your shakes? Do you manually wash the dishes? Do you use a manual can opener? Do you use a manual broom? Do you hand rake your leaves? Do you hide the TV remote and get up and change the channel? Do you walk your dog? Do you go for an after-dinner leisurely walk with your hubby or your wife? Those are things you can do at home that you may already be doing. And if you're doing anything else that is helping you resist gravity and move more, put it in the chat. The last area is on the go. These are all the other areas of your life. So I want you to put an O in the chat if you're doing any of these. Do you use a hand basket at the store? Or are you leaning on the cart the whole way? Do you park furthest away from the store so you have to walk? Do you walk around the mall if there's bad weather? Do you engage in outside hobbies on the weekends? Do Do you do both outdoor and indoor sports? Do you bicycle when possible? Do you swim at the local pool? Or do you have a pool at your home? Or do you go walking in the woods or along the beach? Those are all things you can be doing to, again, resist gravity and move and just move. So put anything else in the chat that you do when you're on the go. Now, Dr. A has taken the NEAT activities and organized them into 6 categories with names that start with S. Joy's going to come on and explain the 6 S's for success in NEAT. Say that 10,000 times. 6 S's for success in NEAT. I had to say it again just to see if I could challenge myself. But guess what we're going to do? We are all going to stand up while Joy does her talking. So everybody stand up because we are learning to have motion. And by standing up for even just 2 minutes more every hour, you're going to burn some calories. So, Joy, take it away, please.
Okay, sounds good. Tammy, that was so good. It truly comes down to, like she said, shaving off a few hundred calories a day, and you can do it. It just takes that being intentional. It's so important, and I'm so proud of you guys standing. I would be standing, but I would be off camera right now, so I'm going to stay on camera. But how often do we do that doom scrolling? Put that phone down. I mean, the tips that you're giving us, Tammy, that's just gold. So thank you. And the other thing too is PAL, your physical activity level is your pal, literally, but it's going to be your pal if you do it gradually. So it's another thing that Tammy said that I think is just so incredibly important. We cannot start by doing a marathon, but we can start by doing these 6 NEAT activities. First one, your first S, write it down, is stance. Like Tammy said, it is your posture. You can start burning calories simply by becoming more conscious of your stance, okay? Your posture, putting those shoulders back, straightening up, sitting up strong in the chair, not leaning back and just relaxing in your office chair. Sit on the edge of your chair. That actually helps you burn calories. So that's number 1, stance. Number 2, standing. They say standing is, or sitting is the new smoking. It is that bad for you. So stand throughout your day. If you have an Apple Watch, it's going to tell you it's time to get up. But if you don't, set an alarm so that you get up every 30 to 60 minutes. I mean, get up and walk around your office, okay? We need to move from sitting to standing. That simple movement can increase your energy consumption. Our goal is we got to be standing 2 hours a day, but you can start by just 10 minutes a day extra, okay? Gradual baby steps. The third S is strolling. Get up and go to the water cooler, okay? When you're shopping, like Tammy said, park the car at the other end of the lot. Don't fight for that best spot. Get those intentional steps in by parking your car a little bit further out. Like she said, walking is so, so good for you. Get out and get that healthy motion in. Strolling. Okay, number 4, your stairs. You can burn calories by simply taking the stairs. Um, I have to confess, today I went to the library for a meeting with some of my coworkers, and they all were like, well, we're going here because it's the elevator. And I just stayed with the bunch, but it was kind of almost painful for me to not take the 1 flight of stairs in the elevator. But everybody was talking, and we're kind of meeting already in the elevator. But always, 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 if you have the option, take the stairs. That's a great way to burn extra calories. 1 flight of stairs is the equivalent of 100 steps. That means 10 flight of stairs is the benefits. It gives you the full benefits of doing a half mile. Our goal is 10 flights of steps a day. So just start 1 extra a week and keep adding those on. That is a great, neat activity. Okay, so that was number 4. Now we've got number 5. Samba. I love how Dr. Anderson puts this in here. Put on a song you love. Not only is it going to boost your mood and help you feel better, you can actually burn calories if you do 1 hour of dance a week. Just put in an extra 10 minutes a day, and you'd be surprised how many calories you're going to burn and feel good by dancing around your kitchen while you're making dinner. Okay, switch. Tammy kind of mentioned some switch things too, which is huge. Doing things manually rather than just leaning into the standard. Hand washing your dishes, skip the snowblower, do some shoveling. I hate that, but it does help you burn more calories. Like she said, hiding your remote control, get up and just change the TV. You can burn an extra 30 calories a day just by substituting 1 to 2 of these manual tasks a day. Okay, so I'm going to go over these one more time. Your 5 or your 6 S's are stance, posture, got to be more aware, standing. Moving from standing to sitting in itself is a big help. Strolling, getting that walking in. Take the stairs, get those dancing shoes on, do a little samba, and then remember to switch things out. You do it manually. All right, that is what I have for you guys as far as your 6 S's. Tammy, I'm gonna turn it back over to you.
All right. All right. Thank you, Joy, for sharing. That was awesome.
You're
Everybody can
welcome.
have a seat. Okay, that didn't kill us, did it? Right? That was good. Good. I'm glad we did that. So we encourage all of you to start adding NEAT to your daily routine with the goal of burning 200 calories a day or more. And I want you to start right now. So set a steady pace of adding in these activities so within 2 months you have incorporated NEAT in everyday living while you're at work, while you're at home, and while you're on the go. And you'll also have increased your flexibility, your mobility, and your total daily motion and on your road to hitting your weight loss goal and keeping the weight off. As your coaches, we are here to support and encourage you, so reach out with us with any questions. But next week, when I talk about EAT, I'll be checking to see what you did this week for NEAT. So be ready to put it in the chat. Okay, so next week we'll be continuing this conversation, element 18 called EAT, how to add exercise when you are ready to get into maintenance. We will be having others sharing the next level you are headed to. And for those that are transition, what you should be doing to stay in maintenance. Or maybe you are ready to go into optimal health. That's even more exercise. So I think that's all because we kind of got a late start. So until next week, move, stand up. All you gotta do is stand up. Small steps make a difference. We believe in you, we love you, and we're here for you. So get moving. Bye, everybody.